Hey guys, welcome to my Monday Night Live. So as you guys are jumping on, definitely say hello. I had one post say that it was showing that this was scheduled at noon. So I'm not really sure what happened with that, but definitely say hello as you're jumping on. I'd appreciate it. I just want to showcase what I completed on. Okay, yeah, today is Monday. I had to think about it for a second. It's been a long weekend. So over on Friday, what we did is we used the paint inlays in milk paint, and that is what I want to show you. So couple things that we learned, and I just want to go over it one more time as you guys are jumping on. Oh, hello. Hello, Anne, Kim, Pamela, Dawn. Hello, Elissa. So, if you guys are watching on YouTube, if you could also stream it on Facebook on another device, I would be so grateful. It will definitely help me out. So if you guys are, like I said, watching from YouTube, you can definitely keep doing that. But if you could put it on like another device for Facebook, I would be so happy. Hello, Nancy, Stephanie. So Friday, I had never done this, but Dee, a viewer, said she used the paint inlays in milk paint. So we broke out Flour Sack by Sweet Pickins. We applied 2 coats of Sweet Pickins on here. On the second coat, we laid down the paint inlay. The one tip that I would recommend is similar to that of a top coat. I would definitely, oh gosh, now I did not put my do not disturb. I know you guys said I can do it. I feel like I probably should do it. Okay, let's pray that nothing happens. But so when you're laying a paint inlay in milk paint, I would definitely recommend watching it. I let it sit a little bit longer. It was a bit rough to get off. I was able to get it off, no problem, but it did not come in one clean swoop. It came in chunks. So definitely that is something to consider. Okay, thanks, Nancy. I appreciate it. You echo unless I mute the phone. Okay. Hey, Brendan. Hello, Dainter, Kathy, Kelly. Hello, everyone. So I appreciate it. Nancy says she's watching on YouTube and she's streaming it on Facebook on her phone. So I appreciate that. So like I was saying, though, definitely watch, just kind of keep an eye on it. And once it dries a little bit similar to that of a top coat, definitely remove it because I think milk paint holds it a little bit long. That is the one thing. The other thing that we discovered is that dark oil wax and black oil wax are definitely two different. I guess I was just assuming that it was going to be similar, but they're totally different. So when we applied the dark or the black oil wax to this, it really absorbed the black. And then we used the clear oil wax to wipe some of the excess off. So similar to that of like the DIY wax, where you use the clear to kind of control the darker waxes, it definitely worked. So these are just a few tips that I wanted to let you guys know about. And once it actually completely dried or cured like over the weekend, you guys, it's not as bad as what, it initially, like when we first put it on and it was so stark. But I really like it now. I think it's going to be good. So I just have to still get the bottoms on, and then these will be set to go. The other thing I want to mention is, remember I tried to take this paper off with the razor blade. I thought I was going to razor blade myself. And somebody suggested I use my hand sander. So whoever suggested that, thank you, because it came off without a hitch. Oh, thank you, Donna. She says, have you on YouTube and Facebook. Awesome. I appreciate it. So today's video is up, and I was in the midst of working on my Thrift to Treasure video today. And I was going to wrap it up, and my daughter had off of school, and she came down. Well, actually, we were working out together. So her and I have been working out every morning. And she's like, I have off school today. Let's go thrifting. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I never in a million years thought I would hear those words out of her mouth. So I said, okay. I dropped everything, and we started at the Goodwill bins, and then we went to all the different Goodwills all around, and she just had a blast. She's like, I had so much fun. And so we did an outro for my video tonight, and she's like, I'm not good on the camera. I'm like, okay. But she was fine. So yes, you guys will have to go watch some of the good stuff that we got. So I did a shop with me video, and I brought you guys along. It was kind of fun. Although there were a couple clips where like when the new bins came out and I was recording, I had to like actually cut a lot of it off because my camera was going like crazy. But let's see here. Shelly says, still dealing with this cold, feeling better, but ready to be 100%. Kelly says, my husband said you created a monster with your daughter thrifting. So I have to tell you guys, I don't know. I said it in the video. So if you haven't watched the video, we walk in one store. First thing she sees are these Nike sweatpants that she wanted this higher end version, but it was like $65, and they had them there, and they were like brand new, like nobody ever wore them, and she got them for $9.99, and she was so ecstatic. So that makes me feel good that she's actually really like now seeing the value of $1 because she's working and she's having to spend her own money. So I love it. So she's becoming more frugal. But Stephanie said, that's so great, Sonnet. It is. Hi, Corrine. Hey, Beverly. I am having a great day. Hey, Vicky. So, all right. Let's get started. Okay, so you guys saw the containers. We also finished this last week where we put the bee on the copper container. So I definitely want to get that in a booth as well. And then we'll work on this tonight. And then we're going to work on these little drawers. So there's a lot of chippiness going on here. I sanded them a bit, and there's like a lot of chippiness going on. Actually, there's probably a little bit more chippy going on right here too. So what I've discovered, or what I think happened, is this is gloss. It must be like more of like a glossy paint, and when we put the milk paint over it, it really repelled that. So I sanded it, and we're just going to seal it up just the way it is. And then we're going to add maybe some dark oil wax to that. And then we started using a paint inlay on the rolling pin. So we were going to paint the handles. And I think we all thought maybe, let's talk about the color of the handles. Should we do green? I thought somebody said green, or we were agreeing on like green. Let's see here. Danger says, bet you both had a great time, spent time with my older daughter Sunday, and it was fun. It is. Hey, Joan. She says, watching from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Hello. So all you guys that are on YouTube, I just want to mention one more time, if you could also put it on Facebook, I would really appreciate it. It would definitely help me out. So thank you. Dina from Spokane, Washington. Hello. Okay, so Nancy says green. So here's what it looks like. And we still have to seal the base or is it the base? Yeah, that portion of it. And then we are going to paint the handle. So, okay, I have 2 greens. Well, actually, you guys, this reminds me of like a weathered wood. Should we do weathered wood on the handles? Okay, so we have 2 greens. We have a fancy farm girl. That might look really pretty too with the like a weathered wood. What do you guys think? Okay, Stephanie's green. Gray or black, Renee said. Hey, Fairbanks, how are you doing? I'm almost like, because what about robin egg blue? Ooh. I also have French eggshell. I had that out for when I was painting something for the video that I was finishing up before I went thrifting. So Kelly says weathered wood. Mary Ellen says green is great for spring. It is. It is great for spring. And there are flowers on here. Oh, and a question came up. Can you paint the paint inlay? Like, because this one is like a black, or it's actually like a weathered, almost like a brown and white. Absolutely, I think you could paint it. You know, almost do like, I think you could paint it. Hey, Roma, how you doing? All right, so we have another weathered wood. I do love that French eggshell. I have it also. Peach is supposed to be a hot accent color. Well, guys, I know that that is supposed to be the color of the year. I am not a fan of peach. I am sorry. It just reminds me of the 80s. I don't know. So I'm not a fan, but I'll take a drink of water on that. I'm all right. So we have a couple weathered woods and we have some greens. Let's take a poll. Green or weathered wood? I was thinking weathered wood. Or we have the French eggshell. Oh, Kathy says peach is 80s. Yeah, it is so 80s. Ugh. I vote for a blue color. Okay, green. Okay, weathered wood. Okay, so we have, oh gosh, you guys are really split. You guys are split. Kelly says, I can't do peach either. I just does not sit right with me. I know. Oh, weathered wood. I have never liked peach. Yeah, we're not doing peach. That was never even, it just was never even a thought. I know that I only like peach if it's a real peach to eat. Yes, that's a good one. All right. I am going to vote on it and I'm going to say, let's do French eggshell. It reminds me of spring. Time for eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yes. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're doing French eggshell. And it's a fusion paint. And you guys know how much I like that pointy tipped brush for DIY. Well, Fusion, they have a brush like that too that works with fusion paints. And, you know, Debbie created those other brushes really specifically for DIY paint. And so this works perfect with Fusion. And it is the Stahlmeister series 2012-14. So in case you guys wanted to know. All right. I like it. I think it goes really good with it. Kelly goes, well, how about you decide? Yep, I did. Oh. So Kelly, is there a lot of snow up north or not so much? We're thinking about going up to our cabin. And I was curious. All right. Perfect. There's a little bit of paper here. I'm going to take that off once it dries. Okay, I love it. So we're going to let that dry. I'm going to put this back in here. Hey, Brenda, that's okay that you're late. Dawn says she loves it. I do too. So we're going to let this dry. Then we're going to come back and we are going to seal this portion of it and it will be done. I love it. I think it's going to be perfect. The perfect, oh, here, maybe if I showed you guys, the perfect spring color. And I kind of like it with like these trays. Okay, so I'm going to set that down there. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to, there's a couple little, there it's, oh, see, it's still a little flaky, but it's still a little flaky. All right, I'm going to seal this. Oh, actually, we're going to seal it with the oil wax. So let's do that. Oh, what did I? Oh yeah, I do have it here. I'm like, did I? I cleaned everything up. One thing I've been trying to do, you guys, is clean everything up when I'm done with my lives. Trying to get into good habits. Hey, Susan, that's okay. Oh, Kelly says they have about 8 inches up there. Good to know. Fairbanks says, I've been working really hard, made a potting station, and the back is old antique doors. Also built my kitchen island to make my sourdough bread. Awesome. Oh, April, I'm so sorry. She says, so bummed. Tried an inlay and sealed it with Big Top, and it smeared the inlay. So the one recommendation for that is I would recommend when you seal to really load up your brush, have a really light hand, make sure your inlay is completely dry, load up your paintbrush with like Big Top, and then just go in really light with a real light hand. That's what I would recommend. I have not had any of those problems, but I have heard that others have before. So I'm very sorry. All right, we're sealing it with the dark oil wax. And I'm going to leave it. Oh gosh, do I have my paper over here? I'm like, do I have my paper towel? So I am going to be on, I have actually been looking for a paper towel holder so that I can have one in here because I have one in my studio. So I have to give you guys an update since you guys have been following along with me during my whole issue with my internet. So I am getting the new internet on January 31st. The last guy that came out talked about the router and how I should get a different router. So I went out and I found a different router. And I needed it anyway for my new internet provider. And hooked it up. It seems like a little bit more stable, but it's still not perfect. So all I have to say is, ay. I am just going to be so very happy the day I have a new internet provider. I hate being like that, but it's bad. Especially like when you run your business there. Oh, sure. Anytime, April. Try that once and see if that will help. But I know that you have to be like a real light hand with your paint inlay. Let's see here. Shelly says, I've not used a paint inlay, but I have seen some mix a little water with the sealer in a spray bottle. Yes, I have heard that too. I've not tried that, but I've heard that some people do that as well. So they mix a little water with the sealer and then they use it, they spray it on. I just went in with it as is, and it always seemed like it was okay. Okay, we're going to let that sit for a minute, and then we'll wipe it back. Let's do the next one. All right. Hi, Sonnet. I love your thrifting video with your daughter. She is so beautiful. I'm glad you guys found some cool clothes. Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I know. I was looking for some new jeans, and I am like, I always like to try to, I'm very frugal when it comes to clothes and stuff too. So, I was looking and I'm like, oh, this one, I Purple Tig was half price. And I grabbed a couple of them and I'm like, oh, I used to have a pair of these. I had thrifted a pair of they were from Anthropologie like ages ago. And I loved them so much. They were like so comfortable and same brand. And I looked it up and yeah, they were like $300. And then I ended up, they were like $7.99, and then I got them for half price. So it was a definite score. Let's see here. I'm missing some comments. Let's see here. Roma says green is the universal color. I have a project that I will be using a paint inlay for the first time. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Awesome. I made a huge 5-foot long sign for my potting station with the Gregory paint inlay, so it looks like a little plant shop. It's so cute. Oh, that sounds really cute. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's see here. Love the apron. LOL. I told you guys I was going to be wearing this apron every time now. I'm totally loving it. I think it's awesome. Everybody loved it, actually. Like all my viewers. So thank you. Thank you. Okay. So those are now letting those soak for roughly 10 minutes. I can honestly say that I love the dark oil wax so much. Actually, I like the black too. I just think that there's a time and a place for it. I think the black would look really awesome, like on greens or like in a pickle. It will really bring out that richness. So I'm super excited. I definitely need to grab another one of these bottles. All right, so let's see. Okay. Someone had mentioned possibly putting this on the rolling pin, and the inlay is too long. So my vision was to put it on here. All right. So maybe we should stamp like some wording on here too or something. So I'm going to just show you. I feel like there's a lot of open space. I'm trying to envision like how I want this to look. Sorry if I'm not too talkative trying to debone chicken for homemade chicken dumpling soup. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good, Kelly. Yum. So let's chat about this. What do you guys think about a color? I'm trying to think about what I'd want to do. Some wording would help. I think so too. I don't know if I wanted to say spoon fork. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think if I had what wording. I wonder if I have it here. Bear with me for one moment, guys. Let's see. So this, oh, that would look kind of cool. Okay, so this is a recycled stencil, and it says Highland Farm 1893. So that would actually be kind of fun. So let's see if we pull that down a hair. Oh, Brenda says, let's eat. That would be cute too. I kind of like this stencil on top. Shelly goes, ooh, I like that stencil. I do too, actually. I think it would be kind of fun. Yes. Okay. But first, I think we need to come up with a background color, and I think we need to do something around the edge. I think we should maybe paint around the edge weathered wood. I think that's what we should do around the edge. I think I'm going to then, this looks almost like a weathered wood. I'm going to stencil this in weathered wood, and I'm going to do some of this other wording maybe like somewhere around, like around maybe the knife and fork, or knife and spoon and fork. So let's talk about the background. Oh, Anne says, I went thrifting today also since no school. Only thing I got was a shirt for hubby and some fleece for my mittens. Not a good day for me. Yeah, you guys. Like, so out of the regular Goodwills, 2 of them, I felt like the shelves were like empty. I mean, compared to the other 2, they were jam packed. They had so much stuff, it was overwhelming. And like I said, the 2 that didn't have anything, I got very little. And then the 2 that had stuff, I did get more. But we got a lot of clothes though too. So I not only hit up like the hard goods, but then I also hit up the clothing as well. So it was fun. Ooh, yeah. Faded. I like in the middle, faded burlap. Okay, I like that. So we're going to do in the middle, faded burlap. And I think I like weathered wood on the edges. Perfect. Let me grab it. Okay, let's go to town. All right, we'll do the center first. All right. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Let's see. I'm going to move this over here just so you guys can see. All right. So who told me to sand this? Does anybody? I honestly can't remember who said it. Because what a brilliant idea. I took it outside, I sanded it, and it came off in like no time. I was like, whoever said that, brilliant. Okay. I just watched that video. It was a great day to spend with your daughter. Impressive driving in the snow and ice. Yep, it's like an everyday occurrence here in Wisconsin, the snow and ice. Yeah, we had a ton of fun spending time together. So I was thinking, well, I can do a thrift to treasure video anytime. And she's not off of school that often. So it was good. It was really good. Fairbanks says, I wish we all lived in a crafting community neighborhood because I would love to have people to craft with. It would be so much fun. It would be. Oh, what's that? What's that? All right. So I have to mention, because nobody else did it yet, and I just totally forgot about it. So on my Friday video, I did it was a thrift haul, and anyways, I showcased the statue that I had found. And then did you guys see the reel? I was like, oh my gosh, how did this end up in my cart? Like on my thrift haul, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need to get rid of it. It was a tall, skinny, like brass, it's actually bronze. I don't know if but anyways, it's a statue. And it's a fertility statue. And it's like African. And long story short, I decided to Google Lens it, and it's like worth quite a bit. Or, well, some people said, well, did you sell it? No, I didn't. I'm just looking up comparables. And then another gal said, well, don't you always look up everything? And I guess because I was in such shock that I had bought that, I was thinking it wasn't valuable. I don't know why. But after that experience, I probably should Google Lens every single item that I price just because of that. Because honestly, I was going to put it in my booth for $12 just to see if somebody would buy it. But I get it. I have to have the right buyer though, right, guys? Oh, Shelly goes, oh, yes, Sonnet. I thought it was so quirky, but cool, though. Yes. Mary Ellen says, yes, that was a surprise. I know. Amanda says, I saw that short where you showed how much it was actually worth. Good find. Yes, crazy price. I know. I just was like, wow. So it just goes to show you like things that you don't even know are valuable that could be there. So it was meant to be. Yes. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Licious, how are you? All right, let's turn it this way. I'm gonna finish painting it and then let it dry, and then we'll put the second coat on. And then while this is drying, then we will go ahead and seal the, oh, actually, we're going to take off, wipe down the little drawers, and then those will be done. I did have somebody say, how do I craft and keep up with the comments? And some days it's hard. So you guys are pretty understanding though. If I don't see your comment, I apologize. Let's see. And I love how you guys also talk amongst each other. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have The base is dry. We're going to put it up here to dry. And oh my, I don't think I have any more. Oh, here I do. I do have another Ziploc. Oh, Joan says, I need encouragement. I'm in a slump because of an eye infection, making it hard to see small details. I'm sorry. That's why I got readers. It's actually, I think, making it worse, though, because honestly, like, now I feel like my eyes are really, oh gosh, I hope I have two left. I feel like my eyes are now addicted to them because it's so easy to see with them. Before, it was just some of the stuff that I would have problems with. Now it's like everything. But an eye infection is no good. I'm glad you're here tonight, though. All right. So we let that sit for about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more. And then now we're wiping it back. And I like the chippy drawers. I like how they look all chippy and old looking. So good. Okay. Paper towel there. Okay, so that is that one. I'm going to just set that right there. Let's do the next one. Hey, Diane, how are you? Yeah, she says late. Let's see here. Better late than never. That's absolutely right. Thanks for joining. Hey, Sheila. I didn't know you were coming on. Yes, I've been going live every Monday at 6 o'clock and then every Wednesday and Friday at 10 o'clock. So, yes. All right. Just wiping this down. Perfect. I love them. I'm going to let those dry. I just want to get rid of some of this. Okay, we're supposed to get some, I don't know if we're supposed to get snow or rain or what we're supposed to be getting tomorrow. I don't know. So something's happening tomorrow, you guys. And not looking forward to it. Anna says, hi, sorry I'm late. I just excited. Oh, just excited. I'm just excited I made it. I'm excited you made it too. Susan said, I said it once and someone else did too. I'm the one that said you were making me nervous with the razor blade. Yes, it was you, Susan. I was making myself nervous with the razor blade as well. I was just not letting you guys know I was nervous with the razor blade when I was scraping it, and it slipped a couple times, and I was like, oh my gosh, would that not just be terrible if there was like something not good happening on, like, cut my arm open or something. That would be bad. Okay. So, all right. So what I do is I always load up my brush and I just very gently wipe over it. And because the big top will like reactivate it because it's like getting wet. But if you just don't rub it a whole bunch, it'll be fine. All right, that looks good. Let me just want to make sure I get all the edges. Yes, I did. And there you have it. That looks good. I'm trying to figure out where I can put this, where I'm not going to run into it. I think I am going to put it down here. Okay, it's drying. So what I was thinking, after it dries, I think I might see about adding a little bit of either dark wax or the dark oil wax to the French eggshell. I think that would look kind of fun. So the valley is probably going to get freezing drizzle around 10 a.m. It will be too warm for snow. Good to know. Good to know. Ay. I hate freezing drizzle. We're supposed to get rain within the next couple of days here in the south. This weather is nuts lately. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Sandy from Round Rock, Texas. Awesome. I seen the short on the brass statue. What? That is cool. I know. What type of paintbrush do you recommend when painting signs in small pieces? Well, I found these paintbrushes, and actually I can't get them anymore. These tiny ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a comparable one on Amazon that I really like, and then I will post that. Alicia says, hello, sorry I'm late. That's okay. Gladys says, the projects are looking good. Yeah, so we got the drawers done. We have the rolling pin. We have this started. So let's go ahead and get this drying. We're doing great, guys. I mean, I think we're accomplishing so much. So with this, I think then once this dries, then what I'll do is I'm going to add a second coat. We're going to do the paint inlay on it. Let that dry. And then we're going to remove the paint inlay, zap it with the heat gun again to dry it. And then we'll add the stencil and paint around the edges, and then we'll seal it. I'm trying to see what else I have. Oh, I have the trays, guys. I was thinking with the trays, I'm gonna wait. Well, we'll do that in a minute, but I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm getting excited because we're accomplishing so much good stuff. Let's see here. Your heat gun is so quiet. I know. When I first started doing my lives, that's when like the stars first became available. And with the stars that were given to me on my live, I bought my heat gun and everybody recommended that one. So that's the one I bought. And you guys, I love it. I actually went to Home Depot and that's where I ended up getting it. And they had some other ones and the guy's like, overkill. This is all you need. You're going to really love it. And actually, I've totally loved it since I bought it. So he's absolutely right. But I was using a hair dryer, and the hair dryer was really loud on my lives. That's all I got to say. So everyone's like, you need to use a heat gun. Uh-oh. I lost that. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm going to just concentrate for 1 minute and get this down because this has all got to be wet in order to lay the paint inlay. And I just want to do a second coat. So I think I'm going to do it kind of in the, I'm going to go down a tad from the top. I had it initially positioned in the middle, and then now I'm going to do it more from just down a little bit from the top. Oh, I think I added a little bit of water to this, and I think there's a couple little clumps, but it'll be fine. Okay. That looks good. I'm just going to get this little clump out of here. That's what happens when you work with clay-based paint. All right. Okay. So last time I did not do this, but you can activate your paint inlay with water, just like so. I think fork, spoon. All right, just make sure you have the grid side out. I had to look for a second. I got a little nervous there. I'm like, oh boy. Okay, then mist it on the back. And then I always just rub it really well to embed it into that paint. And that's what you really want to do. Get that paint inlay embedded. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. All right. Now we are going to let this dry. I'm going to zap it. Let it dry. All right. I'm going to actually just throw this in a baggie so I don't. Someone had asked me why I use baggies so not the paint brushes don't dry out and in case I need to use it again. All right. Let's see here. Lori says, Sonnet, have you tried the raised stencil technique? I have. I really like it. Not sure about doing the raised on here, but yeah, I have. I really like it. Take statue to, okay, so take statue to an obstetrician to sell. They might like it in their office. Terry from Vero Beach, Florida. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. OBGYN, like take it over to an OBGYN. Maybe they'd be interested. That's a really good idea. Hey, Dana. Long time no see is right. Awesome. Thanks for joining. It's been forever. Kelly says, prayers sent your way, Joan. Yes, I hope your eye gets better. That's not good. Susan says, from mid-Michigan, we are supposed to get 2 to 4 inches tomorrow. Got 2 inches yesterday. Oh, is right. When you use the big top for the inlay, is the inlay okay to use again? I was actually going to test it out, so we could definitely test it on a board. I don't know. So I've had others say they've reused it, but I don't think you can. But we can try. We could definitely try. I have a scrap piece of wood we can try it on. All right, I'm going to set that over there. We're going to grab a scrap piece of wood. And we'll just do one thick coat. We'll just do one coat of this. All right. So what we're doing is we're testing out the paint inlay. So this paint inlay was actually used on a top coat. So it was used on Big Top. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to see if we can get it to work a second time after it's been used in that. So what I will definitely do, I will put water on it to try to reactivate any of that. And then I'm going to set it in there and we'll see. Okay. So we put it in the paint. So what I did is I put just one coat of paint right now. I misted it with water, and now we are going to dry it, and we're going to see if we can get it to reactivate. Like I said, I have heard others say they've done it. I just don't, like, I feel like that paint would be sealed and it would not work, but we'll check. Let's see here. Well, Brenda goes, oh my gosh, you use your Pampered Chef lid thing too. Yes, I do. It is perfect for this. It is definitely perfect for removing the lids on that. Dana says, yeah, been forever. Been taking care of my mom. So glad you are doing this inlay. I have yet to do this sitting in my studio. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to let that just cool off a hair. I'm going to dry this. We're multitasking. Yeah, I actually have been meaning to do this too to see. I just haven't had a chance. I mean, have I had? I don't know. I just never had an opportunity yet where I did it. All right. We're going to throw that back up there. I feel like that's almost dry. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we got going on. So then we're going to remist it to reactivate it. Oh, look at that. Huh, that's interesting. Well, that is really weird. So, okay, I'm going to show you. Like the center definitely, and the wording, you guys. Okay, I'm just going to show you. So the center and then the wording, it all worked. So I think you might be able to. I'm wondering too, like, I don't know if this was so dry over here. It almost peeled up. So I might have done this too soon. Because there's a lot of paint on this portion of it. So I peeled up a lot of paint where the wings were. So we should try it again. I don't have another one. Well, there's this one. Let's try it one more time. Oh boy. We'll try it again. We'll try it one more time. Okay, I'm not sure how long the snow is going to last, but we're supposed to get up into the 40s next week. I know. Angela said she tried a paint inlay for the first time and it did not come out good. Oh, I'm sorry. So what we're doing here is these were actually used with a top coat. So we're trying to see if we can get it to be reused with a top coat. So if you use it with paint, you can definitely reuse it. And you can use it. I did an experiment on a live a while ago, and I think I did it like up to 4 times. It was really kind of cool. So, all right, let's try this again. Amanda says, I like the look of it. It looks worn, but in a neat way. I really think so too. It does look really cool. I think it would look even better if I would have not pulled it up so soon. All right, so what we're doing here is we are gonna mist it and get it really activated with water here. Try to like reactivate. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna lay it down in the okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to zap it, and then we're going to leave it sit until the very end. And we're going to do a reveal at the very, very end, okay? We're going to let it sit for that period of time. I'm using DIY paint is what I'm using. So with the inlays, yes, you should use like a clay-based paint or a chalk style paint where there's not a top coat built in. But I mean, honestly, like you can use it with a top coat. So I would think you should be able to use it with Fusion too, but you just have to really watch it. Sorry, are you laying it on wet paint? Yes. So anytime you use a paint inlay, what you do, if you're using it with paint, you typically apply 2 coats. So you apply 1 coat, you let it dry, then you apply the second coat and you make it just a little bit thicker than the top or the first coat. And then you lay your paint inlay in that paint and you let it dry. So that's what we're doing. And the difference with this one is this was used previously. I think we did it on Friday. We used Big Top. So it was used in a sealer. And everybody was asking, if you use it in a sealer, can it be reused a second time? Well, on this one, I mean, it did work. But I think if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there, like right there. I pulled it up. I think it was still wet right there. So it pulled that paint inlay up, or like the actual paint up then. So I think if I would have let it dry a little bit more, it would have been better. So we're going to let this dry to the very end. And then we're going to pull it up and see what happens. Okay. All right. Let's try the rest of this. Just a little bit here. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now we got this dry, or like it's pretty much dry. So we're just going to remist it. And then we're going to start on one side. And we're just going to start pulling it back. Perfect. Ooh. All right. So the one thing, I'm just going to set this over here to dry. I'm going to move this. I just want to let it dry because I want to reuse that again in the future. Okay. So the one thing too that Debbie Beard always had mentioned when we were there, she talked about like the what she called like how it has like a kind of like a little bit of a panty line where the edges of the paint inlay. So what I have been doing is I just kind of like smooth it out a little bit. I just spray a little bit of the water, and I just kind of like smooth it out and kind of gets rid of that, what you want to call like a panty line, as Debbie calls it. I almost died when she called it that at her paint inlay party. I was like, that is funny. All right. Oh, Stephanie was holding my breath. Very nice. Nice. Black wax looks great on any red or cherry colors too. Okay, so Stephanie asked, any word on the IOD new spring release? I have not heard a thing. As soon as I hear, actually, was it last Friday? Somebody said that the sisters did some kind of, they did something. Here, I just want to just do a little bit of blending right there. That the sisters like did some kind of, was it on Instagram? Somebody said something. They did like a sneak peek or something. Oh, Amanda says a magazine feature. Yes, a magazine feature. So I haven't heard a thing. As soon as I do, guys, I'll spill my beans or my guts or whatever you call it. I'll tell you guys, okay? I'll tell you as soon as I find out. Stephanie is anxiously awaiting the new release. Me too. I cannot wait to see what they came out with. All right. So when I kind of wiped it in a little bit or like blended it with my finger, that it kind of blended those lines. So now it does not look like that. Not as severe. Okay. All right. So my thoughts on this. I don't want it to get too jazzy, but I was thinking maybe on the bottom, stenciling. I just have to find my little stencil brush. Oh, that was. Where did my other stencil brush go? Oh, right here. Oh, I got nervous. So I think what we're going to do is on top, we are going to have it say 1893 Highland Farm. So we're going to do that. And then on the very bottom, I'm going to just put a little bit of this lettering. I think it'd look kind of cool maybe on the very, very bottom. I think that would be fun. It like says November, I don't know what this, it's, I'm not even sure what it says, but it'll look really cool, I think. No panty lines. Yeah, you guys, I just have to show you. It looks so good. Oh my God. I'm going to goes, it's going to be in the turquoise journal, and she might buy it just to get a sneak peek. That's awesome. I love it. All right, let's. I don't want. This is a little bit. I added a little bit of water to this because it was like. Sometimes with the clay-based paints, if they sit for a little bit, there can be some parts that like it hardens, but you can still get them to work by just adding a little bit of water to it. So I just want to make sure it's not too. Okay. Looks pretty, I think, straight. Okay, so the key to stenciling and having a good, crisp, clean stencil, number one, you want to have a good stencil brush. And number two, you want to make sure you offload. Because if you do not offload, and it will seep. Definitely it will seep. So those are the keys. It's better to go in with several thin layers than several thick layers. Let's see, raised stenciling, the top words would add depth maybe. It might have. I've already gotten this far though by the time I read that comment. But let's talk about raised stenciling. So what have, I just want to look at it. Okay. So there that is. And it still has to dry, but that I really like. I like it a lot. And then down here, I'm just going to add a little bit of this wording. Okay, so on a video, I had watched a video, and I'll show you what I've tried. Now, where did I put it? Oh my gosh, Sonnet. Oh, I think I organized it. If I were Sonnet, where would I have put it? I was going to show you what I use. I use this like spackling. So maybe everybody tell me what you use for your raised stenciling. Okay, let me. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of this wording on the bottom. And let's hope. I don't know. Do you guys, I wonder if it's going to take away. Either, maybe instead of all, I'm going to do this. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll put 191 there. Okay. DIY paint with paint frosting. Oh, that's a good idea, Lisa. Lisa says she uses DIY paint with paint frosting. Good, good. Okay. Fairbanks says, sorry, I was gone for a little while. I had to tuck my twin boys into bed and make myself a hot matcha, but I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Okay, so I was using this spackling stuff. I'm trying to, I think I know where I put it. You know, that sounds terrible, but I was organizing, you guys. I was organizing and I was trying to find a spot for it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, that looks good. I'm going to just put 191 right there. Okay. I like it. I do. I think it looks good. Perfect. All right. I am going to put this in here too. Okay. Spackling or VP Anago. I don't know what that is. I'm going to use spackle. So mine, yes, is like a type of spackling that I use. Been watching and cooking. Now I'm commenting. Hello, Jeannie. All right. I like it. I think it looks good. All right. We're going to paint the edges now. We're going to paint. Oh, I just closed this. So what were you cooking? Were you cooking dinner, Jeannie? All right. Oh, I don't know if I like this brush. I don't. I'm going to grab a different one. Hold on. Hopefully I like this one better. Some of them are a little stiff. Okay, let's try this. Better. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. I always have to concentrate when I'm doing a straight line. Okay. Oh, I like it with the dark. Don't you guys? The weathered wood looks so good. I thought so too. Just as I was looking, I'm like, I'm really liking it. I think it really like finishes it all off. Perfect. Yes. Jeannie says, I had turkey soup and Hubs had ham and baked potatoes. I'm an ideal protein alternatives. Gonna lose. I just lost the whole thing. I'm gonna lose my bum. Ooh, the dark makes it pop. Trimming it out with the weathered wood pulls it all together. I think so too. I think it just really does, you guys. I love it. Kelly says she's loving it. Good, good, good. Everybody's loving it. Good, good. Okay, I'm glad you guys are all liking it as much as I do. Just want to get this nice and straight line there. Yeah, I think this is really good. I think it looks really awesome. Really ties it all together. All right. I think we're going to have to do 2 coats unless I distress it. Okay. Diane says she really likes the weathered wood color. Thank you. It's perfect, Free Spirit said. I think it looks perfect too. I love it. I think it's great. You guys, when I picked this at the bins, I liked it because of the shape. I love that little hole on top and the little scallop. I'm like, I know I can do something really awesome with it. Just didn't know what. I like it when sometimes things speak to me. It just can't sit in my inventory for that long period of time. One thing I really like too is how Jamie and Zeb take all their stuff that they're flipping and they just do it on a live, which, I mean, lucky Jamie, she's got Zeb to help her. I don't think Craig would help me. You wouldn't want Craig helping. I love him, but I just don't know. I guess Zeb has a lot of his own ideas too, like when he has an idea and then Jamie's got her vision. Craig is very much like that too. He sometimes says stuff like, why are you doing that or whatever. He's questions and I'm like, it's right, Craig. But I also like how she brings like Zeb goes thrifting with her, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I gave Craig a cart and made him go thrifting with me? I don't know if he would have so much fun with it, but I would. And give him his own camera. Okay. I love it. Oh, you guys, I love it. I think it looks really good. We're going to just let that dry. Let me wipe this up. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Jeannie says 2 people working on projects really makes it fly. Absolutely. You think of how much stuff I could get done. Let's see here. I just want to see. Haha, my husband would help, but I want him to. But would I want him to? No. Put a GoPro on him. That would be a great idea. I have a GoPro, actually. I should put it on him. Oh, that would be awesome. Awesome idea. Have your husband pick an item from the thrift store and you have to make it over. I would totally watch that. That would actually be really good. Okay. Jeannie said, I'd have to censor my hubby. He's hilarious, but not for prime time. That's funny. Yes, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a special guest one evening. Wouldn't that be fun? We would have Craig. Okay. All right, let's chat about these. So I have 3 of them. I want to, since I did not wash them, I'm going to take baby wipes. We're going to baby wipe them. I mean, baby wipes are safe for children, so we're just going to wipe them down with a baby wipe and see if there's anything that comes off. I don't have, well, these might be a little bit dirtier than I thought. So what do you guys think? I think when I found these, I was so drawn to them. I don't know what that says. Because I love the color. Sonnet, you have a wonderful stash to share many a paint-a-paloozas with us. I do. Oh. Break out the cheaters. Yes. Okay, I will. I'll break out the cheaters, you guys, and we'll see what it says. It does say something on the back, and I wanted to read it. It's funny because my mother said, well, I don't need cheaters. No, Mom, because every time you need to read something, you take your glasses off and you put them on top of your head. So you are cheating, but just the opposite way. I have contacts. Okay. Got that all cleaned up. Now I'm going to cheat. We're going to look to see what it says. social supper trays, water, alcohol, and chip. Oh, and chip resisting. So, and then there's a number 75 on here. I wonder if somebody sold them for 75 cents at one point. Okay, so that's what that says. You could call it husband thrift item Thursday. Do a Thursday live with the item, then he chooses from the thrift store. Oh, I know, Mom. This is your mom telling you to get out the cheaters. Oh, yeah. All right. So we wiped this one down. We wiped that one down. All right. All right. So you guys, I have 3 of these. I think we should do a paint and lay on them. I'm trying to get a vision though. I'm trying to figure out how we can repurpose them. What could somebody use these for? They're so cool. They are so neat. I'm trying to think. So this one will be too big for it. You know, there's 3 of these. I really like them a lot. Outdoor serving trays. Oh yeah, that's cool too. A drink tray. Yeah, I was trying to think of, I could probably, well, you know, the other thought, I could do like a little design on the center of each one. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Oh yeah, I could make these risers. Fairbanks said I could put little feet on them. That could be. Chalkboard in the middle of one, maybe. Lap trays. So if we did do the lap tray, I definitely want to embrace the pretty turquoise color. I thought about just maybe taking it up a notch with something in the center. Let's see. Oh my, I just dropped it. I just dropped the paint in line. All right. Okay. Oh, we could do one of each of these. That would be good. Okay, there's those. I just want to see if there's anything else over here. Oh wow. I didn't even realize that was in here. I guess I haven't looked in a while. But this is not the coolest. Oh boy. I definitely want to use that on something. I don't know what though. Okay. Focus on it. Focus. Let's see here. Here's my scissors. You guys ever have to tell yourselves to focus? Because all of a sudden I like squirrel. Okay. All right. So my vision for this. So there's 3 of these, and I'm going to show you them. And I think it'd be kind of fun to put them in the middle and then just resell as is. All right, hold on. Okay, I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay, those trays would be great for sewing notions or crafting supplies. I made them into wall hangers with the IOD Santa and Santa's cookie tray. Oh, that's cool. Do one floral centered on each. Yep. that's kind of, well, that's what I was thinking with these. I put an inlay in the corner, not in the center. I love the color of them. Do it vertically. Can you paint the inlay and then lay it down on there so that you only have the paint inlay in the area you want? Okay, so if I'm using the paint inlay, we're going to use Big Top, so it's clear. So we're not using any paint, even though it's a paint inlay, it's going to go into the Big Top. Amanda says, I need to focus to remember to tell myself to focus. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Therefore, no. All right. So here is one of them. And then here is another. And then here is the third. I think having that right in the center will just be an added little something. Okay, so that was one thought. Then my other thought, because I had 3 of these, but then they would have, I was initially thinking that would be really cool down the center, but then it would be kind of, I think if we're going to use them for trays, I think it would have to be like kind of in, I don't know. Let me think. I'm so glad you're keeping that color. It is so cool. I know, I love it. Is this still from the melange set? Yes, it is. Would liquid patina work too? Yes, others say that they've used liquid patina as well. I've always used the Big Top, and so I'm trying to think. I think I did do a video where I did do the liquid patina as well. I see. I like the taller flowers. I do too. I wish the taller flowers could go this way, but they would have to be that way. I like the taller flowers too. I just think longer flowers for sure. I think in the corners. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of these apart and I'm going to show you guys the difference. Okay. And then everybody can vote. Okay. Now keep in mind, it's not going to have the white back. But, so it would look like this. Or it would look like this. With it just, more in the center. So let's see here. You could cut the bottom part off to make it go sideways. If you do the smaller flowers, you should do them each in the corner of the tray instead of in the center. Okay. The shorter, the long ones centered vertically. Smaller. Okay. Okay. So we're torn. Oh my gosh. The bottom corner. Okay. Okay. Actually, now that I saw it like this, I actually kind of like it more in the bottom corner. What do you guys think? Oh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I will do the tall ones. It takes more of the tray. I would do the tall ones. The smaller flowers in the bottom corner, smaller ones. I like that. What do you like? I don't know what I like right now. I'm feeling, sometimes when I don't know what I like, I sleep on it. So that's why I was asking you guys. Smaller and bottom corner. Everybody likes the bottom corner. Let's do the smaller in the bottom corner. I actually like the smaller one versus the taller one. I will tell you guys that. Placement, I had thought in the center because one of the things that I picked up on when I was thrifting today was like a set of 4 of these like little trays, and they had a floral in the middle, and they were so cool. I'm not doing a thing. I'm just putting them in my booth as is. They are so vintage and so cool looking. I had to save them. Okay. We're doing it in the bottom center, or I mean bottom corner. Then you can put items on the rest of the tray. Oh, Linda says center, and she's got it capitalized. So she's, Linda, are you yelling at me? All right. I like the bottom corner. Okay. All right. I think, well, I'm opening up the actual big top. Okay. We're starting there. Opening the big top. Not yelling. Sometimes when people put capitals, then they're yelling. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So Free Spirits is in the center. Actually, several people said in the center, and then other people said in the bottom corner. Stephanie said, do you want to put some wording down first? Well, there's wording underneath. I was going to leave these kind of, I was going to embrace the color. So that's all I was going to do is add just a little bit of, sometimes simple is a little bit better. That's what I was going to do. Oh, center, center, center. Okay. So my initial thought was in the center. I kind of liked in the bottom corner, but I kind of like it in the center as well. I don't think I'm going to do any wording. I'm just going to, yeah, no wording. Okay, I've ruled out wording. Let me see here what wording I'd have. Yeah, I don't have very much for wording here. No wording also makes the tray more utilizable. Okay. It's kind of naked. It's kind of naked. Oh, okay. Let's think how I could add wording to it. I don't know how I could add wording to it. So I'd be afraid if I would put, let's say, like the kindest regards down. Yeah, better kept simple. Keep it simple. Use your best judgment. It always turns out very well. So, okay. I as well thought maybe it is a little plain, but I think just adding this little something to it, it's going to really help. And I think if we add word or try to do anything else, I think it's going to jazz it up too much. That's just my own personal opinion. And I'm sticking with it. Okay, let's just do it. Okay. I'm going to go with what I wanted to do right away. I love your opinions, though. I love your ideas and suggestions. I do. Okay. All right. Oh, I should have watered it. It's okay. All right, I want to leave this a little bit up. Okay. So I'm going to wipe a little bit of that back. Okay. All right, guys, let's dry it. Not to win the centers. Okay. Don't you have something like 12 of those trays? Oh my gosh. Do I have a tray problem? I forgot about these. About these. What is wrong with me, you guys? What is seriously wrong with me? I forgot about those. Yes, I do. I have 12 of them. I don't even know if I have 12. I have a lot. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that made me laugh so hard. I think that's like one of the best comments. Yes, I do. But those 12 are not turquoise. All right. Sweet Tin said, hello, just watched your thrifting video with your daughter. The Goodwills here in Indiana never look as nice as yours and never have good stuff like yours. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Just want to know they are the hot peach color of the year. Yes, one is the peach color. Somebody painted it the peach. The rest are silver. Oh gosh. No, it did not. I probably should. I'm gonna do one at a time. That could be bad. Hopefully, she said, I hope the heat gun doesn't warp the tray. I hope not. Oh my gosh. Free Spirit said, and that's what she told us about. She could be hiding more. I could be. I don't have any more. I just got on this kick of having these trays. Okay. Okay. This is like. All right. Okay. All right. Let's pray it works, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, there's some water here. I like it. I'm gonna set this aside really quick here. Hold on one sec there. All right. I wouldn't say there's just. What do you guys think? We could wipe it off yet. Little plain? I don't know. So like these leaves weren't really good. Those leaves did not do the best. I wonder if I didn't let it dry long enough. The Reincarnation store is in Rhinelander. The Reincarnation store is in Rhinelander. I've never heard of the Reincarnation store. Those trays are so versatile. You can do so many things with them. It's cute. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just think about this for a minute. I'm going to set it aside for one. Oh my gosh. It almost just went. I'm going to set it aside for just one moment because I still have two other ones. I really like that turquoise though, but we're going to let it dry. That's what takes me forward because I never can decide, but I like the taller one in the middle. I am thinking I just want to let it dry. I just need to sleep on that one. Just because I really like those, you guys. I like the color. Okay. In the interim, or in the meantime, let's see here. Let's see. This is pretty much dry. Okay, so this is almost done. We have to seal this yet too. Okay, Kelly says she likes it. It looks vintage. I like the corner better, more artistic. Molds in the corners. Molds would look good on it. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on it. We'll regroup on Wednesday about the turquoise trays. Okay, so I was thinking I'm gonna just add a little bit of this dark oil wax to the handles. I just wanted to add a little bit of something just because of the weathered wood look type of look to it. I just think it would. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Well, I don't know if you guys can see the difference. So this is like not, and that's got it. It's very subtle. It's very subtle, and I like it. So love the rolling pin. That's something I would buy. The colors are great. Thank you. All right. I just, like I said, I right away, I'm like, I just felt like it needed a little wax. Just think so. Perfect. Awesome. I love it. Okay. This is, hope I didn't have any oil wax on my hands. All right. So this is done. So we ended up finishing the little drawers, which I really liked as well. Even they're all like chippy goodness. We got this done as well. I don't know if I want to lean that on there. I'm going to lean it back down here. Okay. To let that. Oh, I missed one little spot. I caught it. Okay. I would never even have noticed it the way it was leaning. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna finish this one then. And I am going to finish the back as well, but I want to seal it so you guys can see. I don't think they'd be very stackable with molds on them. No, they wouldn't. You should do a rolling pin and just stamp the whole La Campagne stamp and then just roll it over the stamp so it looks like a toile. Oh, that's a good idea too. Okay. So I'm just gonna, like I said, do the same thing. Load up my paintbrush. I don't want any of this to all right, so with a really light hand, okay, perfect. Now I have the whole inside done, and then I'm going to just do the outside. All right, I'm missing stuff. I can tell. Just put a butterfly on the side. Love how the rolling pin turned out. I meant bins. Okay, bins. Did I miss something? And then bins. We have no goodwill. Oh, bins in San Diego. Oh. I love the bins, I'll be honest. At first I didn't. But now I do. Because now I kind of understand how they work. At first, I was really intimidated by them. Okay. Oh, you guys, it looks so good. Oh, I love it. There's this little tiny clump there, though. Hope I got it off, and then I redid it. Okay. We'll do the top, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna do that paint inlay again. We're gonna do the other paint inlay that we started. All right. I'm going to let this dry, but I really like this a lot, you guys. All right. So that is done. Okay, let's see here. I was trying to organize yesterday and missed a step on my step stool. Now in a boot and crutches with a bad sprain. Cleaning, organizing is bad, LOL. Oh my gosh, yes, it is. If you're injuring yourself, that's not good. Yes, it's true. I'm glad that she said that because people yell at me all the time about what I'm doing to my stuff. But Jamie Ray is absolutely correct when she says that the bins are the last stop before they go to the landfill. So, like when I pick items, and keep in mind the bins, they only stay on the floor for a period of time. So maybe at the most a day. I don't even know because they rotate them through. And whatever doesn't go, I mean, like I know that from what I heard, the one guy said they found somebody to take all the metal. So they found a metal buyer. So in the end, if there's any metal left, that actually goes to the metal guy, but everything else will go to the landfill. It basically that's where it ends up then. So, like when I rescue a book and I do an upcycle, it's actually benefiting the book. Otherwise, that book would have been gone forever. So, maybe some light distressing wax on the trays in the corners. We'll see. I am trying to figure out what I want to do with that. Mary Ellen says, cleaning is dangerous. It absolutely is. It is dangerous. Okay, we're going back to this. So we tried it the first time. Now we let this dry very thoroughly. And we are going to we're going to re-wet it. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm going to start over on this side and we're going to just work our way and see what happens. Pretty darn good. Okay, guys. So both of these were used with Big Top, okay? And I reused it a second time. And this, we let it dry very thoroughly. So guess what? It does work with a top coat. You can reuse it. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Could you hold up the little drawers? I missed that part while making the soup. Yep, I can. Oh, shoot, I just stuck. I just want to show you guys another really close up. So there it is. This is the top coat, the top coat B. So on Friday, I used, there it is. I put it in the top coat and then there's the B. So it worked. I think with this one, like I said, I rushed the whole process. I mean, you really wanted to dry completely, really embed in that paint. If you pull it up too soon, I think that's what happened here. I just pulled the wet paint up and it all came with. It never really dried. It looks so cool. I love it. That is really cool. Okay. Well, I think I better see if I still have some of those other ones. Awesome. So now you guys learned something else new. Okay, so she wanted to see the drawers. Here are the little drawers. Oh. So they're really chippy. I like them. I like how chippy, and there's that one. Oh, and then there's this one. They are definitely chippy. So I like them. I think they're very cute. So we're gonna just throw those in the booth as is. Love the drawers. Awesome. The drawers remind me of that sponge wear enamel, the red and white. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Chippy is good. I agree. Okay, so let's see here. We have 10 minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to sleep on the tray. Well, I'm not going to actually sleep on it, but I'm going to think about it, okay? It's growing on me already. It actually is growing on me. I actually think this might be the route I go, but I just want to think about it. I really like it actually though. I'm thinking about it, and I think Kelly said that it looked real vintage looking, and I think that actually, now that she said that, I agree. I think like over time, like this is a little worn and dingy, and that kind of looks like that too, like it was always there. So that's a thought. So Joan says, I love the little drawers. Did you put the dark oil wax on the drawers or just milk paint over the red? Sorry, I missed that part. We did 2 coats of the Flour Sack milk paint on there, and then I sanded it. Then we did the dark oil wax on it. Let it sit for 10 minutes and wiped it off, and that's what came about. All right. Terry says, awesome job. Slide it under the mattress. Very cute. Yes, I actually really like, now that I'm like seeing this, I'm really liking it. But we'll finish that on Wednesday, and I'll finally figure out what I'm gonna do. So Wednesday, we finished everything tonight, or like pretty darn close. I still need to seal or paint the back of that sign and seal it, and then that sign will be totally finished. I am going to grab a bunch more items, and we'll just start working on it on Wednesday. And then whatever we don't finish Wednesday, we'll then finish on Friday. Terry said, can you put dark wax on the tray and will look so vintage? I might be able to. You know, actually, what would be kind of cool now that I'm trying to think if I saw Jamie Ray do this maybe, or saw somebody do it. Maybe just adding a little dark wax just around the very edge and like blending it in. That might be something I should consider. So what I'm going to do is once I figure this out, I'm going to do the same finish over I'm going to seal it all with Big Top, and then I am going to go in and I could do the dark wax. That's a really good idea. So Terry, you said that. So that might be an option for Wednesday too. Okay. Oh, Vicky says decrepit dust. That's a good thought too. Hey, Susan, thanks for joining. Diana says, just seeing you live now, new followers and fellow barn quilt painter from Ontario, Canada. Oh, hey, Diana. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're wrapping it up, but we'll be back live again on Wednesday and on Friday. Oh, that's a really good idea, the decrepit dust. You know, I have not used that. I have wanted to try it, though. Shelly says, I think she used weathered wood on the drawers. Oh, on the drawers, I used the Flour Sack milk paint, and then I used the dark oil wax. That's what I used to seal it on the drawers, and they were already red. Let's see here. Weathered wood was used on, I don't want to touch it because I think it's still wet. but weathered wood was used on the sign that we did. So that's where the weathered wood was used. And then we used the eggshell, French eggshell from Fusion. And then I put a little oil wax on the handles. And then we used the melange paint and lay on here as well. Oh, that's okay, Joy. Trays, not trees. Oh, let's see here. I don't know. I love the trees. The trays as is. I know. We'll sleep on it and we'll figure it all out on Wednesday. So I will go into my stash or inventory, and I have gotten a lot now, especially after today. I'm trying to clear out these bins down here. So I'll grab a bunch more items and then we'll just keep working. But yeah, so maybe eventually I'll try to figure out what to do with the rest of these trays too. Let's see here. Test decrepit on that peachy tray. That's a good idea. That is a good idea because we all don't like peach. This would be the perfect tray to test that dark and decrepit or even the dark wax on here. Oh, Diana says, I'll watch the replay. Love what you do. A kindred spirit. Aw, thank you. Yeah, so we'll figure that out on Wednesday. But yeah, we'll test it on Wednesday. How about we do that on the peach tray that we all love? Rub and buff on the sides. Oh, okay. I have to probably get some new stuff because mine broke. Oh, Linda says, go Lions. Are they playing now? No, they played yesterday. Detroit Lions, right? Yeah. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, because I'm trying to think because I think I did cheer for them, and then I cheered for my Mahomies next weekend. Do you have a bunny stamp that on the peach tray in the black? And then, actually, you guys, here's a funny story. One of my so my two very first stamps that I ever bought before I ever started selling IOD was Kindest Regards. And then the second one was Farm Animals. And I have to show you guys. Yes, Farm Animals. I swear I borrowed it to somebody, and I think that somebody might be my mother, but she says she didn't. But all I have left is the pig. So I think I'm going to have to break out a new farm animal because the farm animals it would actually look so, all of the farm animals would actually look really cute on these trays. They would actually be perfect right in the center. Gosh, that would be really fun. Bye, Gladys. See you Wednesday. Oh, thanks, Free Spirit. But yes, so we'll play around with it. I might have to break out a new one because all I have is a pig. But yeah, I've looked high and low. I thought I misplaced them. I did not. Centerize. Yes, we're going to centerize them. Yes. All right, guys. So we will take care of that all Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it more than you know. And if you haven't yet, go and watch the video of Caitlin and I out thrifting. It was a lot of fun, and it's just interesting. Like I showcase like what the bins look like and our Goodwills, and there's a lot of great stuff. So night, Lisa. Bunny season, LOL. Oh yeah. The bunnies are doing damage to my yard, I'm sure. See you on Wednesday's live. Good night. Night, guys. We'll see you Wednesday, and you have a great evening. Wednesday I'll put an event out there. All right. Bye, guys.